Hello, everyone, and good morning. It's Newsday Tuesday. And with that, we have some new things coming to War of the Visions, including a new raid with Death Machine, which is going to be able to get us some really nice +2 and +4 items. We'll talk about that more in detail in a moment. We have Kilphe and Seymore that are getting dropped. And of course, we have ourselves a new event that's separate from that, that's going to be able to allow us to farm the Platinum Rod and Asafun or Asafune, depending on how you want to pronounce it, Samurai Blade, which is going to be quite nice. So let's get into that. Without further ado, welcome back to Hey Skulls, lads. My name is Norgoz, Warlord of the Visions, and I honor you all in my great hall. I hope you're having a fantastic day, guys. If you like the way we deliver content here, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe, come back and see us again. And if you're feeling really froggy, hit that bell icon so you get notified of new content as soon as it drops. And of course, you can find us live on Twitch Tuesday through Friday. Without further ado, the news. All right, guys, we have the Take on the Death Machine raid. That's right, another raid. I know we just had one recently, and this is going to go on for about a week. And this one's actually got some really, really good rewards. So it may be changed in global, but the way I understand it is at level 40 and at level 70, respectively, you have the opportunity of getting an armor +2 and then armor +4 for Armor of Light. Armor of Light +2 and Armor of Light +4. Now, remember, for now and in the foreseeable future, this was one of the only pieces of heavy armor that we get in the game that allows you to have magic resistance on it when you level it up to +1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, etc. And with +5, I think it's about 8%. And then, so it's quite nice to be able to get those because it's not that difficult if you're farming right now to get those recipes and whatnot. It's more about the materials that you have to be a little worried about. So that is something that I think is definitely worth doing. So even if you don't like grinding raids, definitely take some time to grind out this one because getting those getting a +2 and a +4 of an item is something that's going to happen very infrequently in this game. And it's going to make it a lot easier for you to be able to actually get up like a +5 or +3 or +4. So just things to take into consideration with this. Even if you don't like raiding, I would highly recommend doing it. He's a machine, so you can take in those killers and those appropriate elements to make those things. It'll make it a little bit easier. So we've got the login bonus for Warrior of Light stuff. We've got 2,500 Vision Ore. We're going to get some raid restores and stuff like that. Very nice. And of course, the JP and item drop double up campaign. Now, this is something I always utilize when I get the opportunity because I don't know about you guys, but my drop opportunity or my luck with drops for like job materials, like mainly the memories. Oh my goodness gracious. I mean, I do utilize I can't remember the name of the website. It's a farming website that a player in our community has put together, and I utilize that to find all the drop percentages and whatnot. And but still, it's very infrequent. I seem to get exactly what I'm looking for. Those memories are they're like roughly 5% drop rate, more or less, depending on where you're going to get them. So this is going to be a great opportunity for you to get that kind of stuff, get everything farmed up. We're going to get a new event during this time period as well, on top of the raid, which is the Far East event. Now we've got 3 events that are pretty much going to be rolling concurrently, right? So this is going to be events galore. But this one's going to be running for a couple of weeks. So this one's going to be going for a couple of weeks, so you don't have to worry about it right now to make it a huge priority. You can wait on it. That out front is actually Lavius. She's the paladin that we talked about in our upcoming August schedule release review. And so is she's not scheduled to come till later, but Kilphe and Seymore are both coming this week. And of course, Kilphe she's labeled as a staff mage in global. She's a UR, and then Seymore is a MR Samurai unit. Both of them are going to have their place, I believe, so we'll talk about that in a moment. Far East XX quest, again, is going to allow us to get that Platinum Rod and the Asafun or Asafune. Very good stuff there. And this month's August login bonus is going to be for Kilphe Shard. So Kilphe is going to be it's going to be a somewhat tanky unit for a mage. She's going to have access to 2 separate guaranteed hit abilities, one in her personal kit and one in her mage subject because she does, or white mage subject because she does get holy as well. So that's 2 of the good things about her that makes her pretty nice. And she's going to be a little tanky along the way. There's a mock guild battle going in because there's going to be a map change. It's going to increase magic up. So that's something to keep in mind. You can practice for that for the change. Now, the new units, again, Kilphe and Seymore. Now, because these were the first 2 units I reviewed in the upcoming review schedule for August, I'll go ahead and put a pop-up here if I haven't already, and you can click on that video and take a look at it to get a little bit more of a deeper dive into what their kits are going to be. I kind of highlighted some of the things, some of the things, and usually I'll do reviews of these characters during the initial news. So I'll do like a news and review. That way you don't have to go look for like 2 or 3 different videos for them. Also, speaking of reviews, we do now have the data for Kane and Rosa for the Final Fantasy IV event that's ongoing right now in the JP side of things. So we'll do a review of those 2 units in the near future as well. So keep an eye out for that. Subscribe if you haven't. You definitely want to keep an eye out for that. We've got the Quiet Miscreant Kilphe. She's serious business, guys. Staff Mage, Spellblade, White Mage. So again, she's gonna have easy access to one of the one of the lowest AP hate abilities in the game under her Spellblade side. Pretty much all of her abilities are going to be focused on her magic stat, which is good because that's what she's supposed to be doing. And she's Earth-based, so she's going to be a decent counter to things like Frederica and Orlando. Because she gets those guaranteed hits, it makes her that much more dangerous. And it is a little bit of a frontal, just like as you can see here. That is the way it's gonna work out. Now, when I did the review initially, for some reason, it didn't show up properly on the upcoming release schedule review, and I didn't really touch on that much until I just kind of left it alone. But now it's been updated on the website there as well. So those of you that utilize War Division Calc, you'll notice that it has been updated. So this is the way it's supposed to work out. It's supposed to be a 3-line frontal, and there we go. So that's going to be the energy buster, guaranteed hit and large damage. I think it's 200. It's like 220, 210, 220%, I think it is. I'll double check myself. Lowers magic resistance for 3. Her LB is going to be Staff Collector. Lowers magic resistance for 3 turns. I believe that's a 38%. Then deals large damage based on the caster's magic stats. So that's going to be quite nice as well. Then you've got Shield of Stabs, going to be her barrier on self that reduces physical damage. Now that's all quite nice. That's all part of her main kit. And then of course she can throw together it's something with her kit here where she can go with a couple of other options. She's going to get magic up, defense up, some magic resistance up. She's going to get Nullify Doom, which is really good for a lot of these raids and like brutal quest lines, because we've seen a lot of Doom get thrown in there with things of that nature. Like I said, she's going to get some pretty good, some counters in here. And she's going to be able to increase faith. That's what I wanted to pull this up for. I wanted to show she can increase faith. So now you don't have to focus on just having Fina. She can replace Fina for your, or she can stack with Fina for your faith up farming. So that's going to be quite nice. Faith farming above 70, since we do now have the guild that can, the guild barracks that can do that. Excuse me, I can't talk today. So yeah, it is. It's 38% on the magic resistance debuff on her limit burst, and the energy buster is 220%. Okay, and that's guaranteed to hit. Both the energy buster and holy are both going to be 220%. The difference is that holy is going to be a light-based attack, and it's not going to be earth, which is very nice. So she has access to 2 separate elements that makes her a little bit more viable in some ways, and they're both guaranteed hit, which is quite nice. So looking back here to Seymore, the thing with Seymore is that he's going to get a lot of attack up. I can't remember offhand. I think it's somewhere around 70-something% attack up in his kit. He's also going to have access to a lot of accuracy, about 30 accuracy on his master ability. He's going to have a few passes for, a few opportunities to get some passive acquired AP up. So he's going to be able to, when he's doing his regular attacks, he's going to have access to, to getting more AP back. So getting more quicker access to some of his abilities, which is quite nice. He's also going to have a couple of cool things on the Thief sub job, and I'm actually going to pull these up separately. He also does get a gap closer in his Samurai main job, which is very nice. But on his sub job here, he's going to have steal time from his Thief, and he's going to get charm from the Thief as well. He is had to pull it back up. He's a Samurai Viking Thief, the Bibulous Swordsman Seymore. Now, here's the thing about it as well. He's going to be able to get that full body blow, 270% damage modification and it does have a charge up from the Viking side, but it's quite a bit of damage. So even though he's an MR unit, he's going to be able to do, I think, a decent amount of damage for an MR unit He's going to be able to move around the map somewhat, somewhat well with his gap closer. So he might have a place in your party. Who knows? So those are some of the things to look forward to coming up here. We've got ourselves a hard quest for Kilphe. Again, if once you get her, you can get some extra shards. Usually it goes up to about 50 total, I believe it is. And then some vision or consumption bonuses. These last usually for a couple of weeks, and that's what this one's going to do. So as you're consuming Visior, you're going to be able to get some bonuses, some shards and stuff coming back. So the Staff Mage is described as a Vanguard Spellcaster class, a job that employs casting time to deliver high-powered magic attacks. It's high defense. Also allows one to fight on the front lines, and that's exactly what she does. And she's quite good in PvP because of all of these things in her kit. So she is going to have some unit shards, or their unit shards are going to be added to the Chocobo Expedition. And that just about wraps it up for news for this week. Again, so if you haven't already seen the upcoming release schedule for units, I did do that again. I will pop that up here if I have not already. And I did that for August. I did cover all of August and like the first week of what I expect September to be. The one thing I do want to throw out there, if you do go to that, or keep in mind that I put this as a comment, but I didn't say it in the video. The Bikini Lilith, the fan service unit, so to speak. Basically, she's a summer event unit that was done in JP side, and I wouldn't be surprised if they did the same thing over here in the month of August or month of September. Otherwise, we probably won't see her until much later this year. So, without further ado, guys, that's all from me. Let me know. Are you going to be pulling for Kilphe or for Seymore, or are you going to be waiting? Because I am going to be waiting for the Final Fantasy Tactics 2 event. That's expected at the end of this month of August or at the beginning of September, depending on how they handle global. And I do think it's a little bit soon. I know a lot of players are saying it's a little soon, especially considering we have Warrior of Light. So maybe they'll shift something around. We will see. So I don't like to speculate too much on that. So that's it. Thank you very much. And I will see you guys in the next one. My name is Norgoz. Like, subscribe. Take care.